Hey, Man in the Mayhem here, and today I've got some more fun things to show you. So, two things in front of us right now. We have got the HackRF H4M and we've got the HackRF H4R. So two devices, both running off the same Clifford Heath boards at the bottom, but very different controller boards on top. So first thing that I want to do is show you the H4R. So this is brand new out from Rabbit Labs. It is a custom purple PCB to replace the old H4M. Underneath here we have got the classic Clifford Heath HackRF board. And as you can see, it's in a beautiful clear case. So the main upgrade of this over the H4M is the fact that you've got upgraded hardware. So you can see here that we've got full metal hardware instead of this horrible plastic stuff that came with the original H4Ms. We have got the brand new upgraded display, which has got better readability in any light conditions, night or day. And as you'll see when I load the splash screen up here, how nice that is and what the viewing angle is like. Really, really nice, really, really sharp, really, really bright and clear. We've got flush metal screws on top. We've got the Rabbit Labs lithium-ion battery in here, which we all know that Rabbit takes his battery stuff very, very seriously and gets them custom made just for these purposes. He's got a PicoCell CR2032 in here as well, which is one of the longest lasting lithium-ion batteries that you can get on the market at the moment. And they've also spent a long, long time trying to find the correct temperature compensator timing crystal for this to make sure it's accurate so it's precise enough for all the RF timings. It's the exact TCXO that the PortaPack was actually designed for and not just kind of one off the shelf that kind of does the job kind of. What's also really cool is when you order one of these H4Rs, they come with these nice little 3D printed butt plugs, or you can print your own. There's an STL file on the website, but they do still ship it with the clock ports as well. So if you do want to put the SMA adapters on there for the clock ports, you can. If you don't, they're already off, which means that your board is much nicer and easier to use. And as you can see with the one over here on my H4M, this still has the clock adapters on here, which means it's much harder to store and they do stick out a fair bit. So I put some protectors on these ones to help them not get as damaged. Rabbit Labs have also bought out a brand new antenna bundle here. So we have got a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and Zigbee. We have got a 433 megahertz for IoT remote control and key fobs. We've got a custom made 313 megahertz whip antenna, which I do the boing factor of. Really quite a nice little thing to have on top of there when working with 315. And this has been 100% custom built flat out for performance for 315 just by Rabbit Labs. And then last but not least in that wonderful pack of high gain antennas is a 915 megahertz as well for LoRa, smart meters and industrial sensors. So what's really nice about these is they're all high gain, they're all really large antennas that are going to pick up a lot of stuff around you, and also you just know that they're high quality and they're going to do the correct job. So you can start using bespoke aerials for bespoke purposes. One of the other things that has come with the H4R is this brand new clear purple case. Now, if you've been a fan of the channel for any amount of time, you will know that purple is my favorite color. And I've always really enjoyed any device that can be made purple, especially if it's also see-through. So as I bought my H4R with the purple case, I thought I'd make a point of putting that onto my H4M to make it look and feel pretty shiny and new again. And you can also see that I upgraded the hardware here as well to make sure that it's got the full metal hardware. So if we just take this apart, what's really nice is, like I say, with the full metal hardware, you're not going to be worried about threading screws. You're not going to be worried about shearing any heads off them. You can take apart your HackRF as much and as little as you want to without fear of any sort of repercussion. And as you can see here, the quality of that purple case is absolutely astounding. Not even a blemish. And one thing that I am tempted to do, as I have this beautiful purple printed PCB here, I'm thinking about putting the purple back cover onto the back of this one and then having it so I've got dual color cases on both of my devices, just to make sure that they look both as cool as possible. So let's have this apart and have a look inside. So the case comes in two separate parts. There is the top half and the bottom half, and it is actually sandwiched together inside with some header pins that connect the H4R onto the Clifford Heath board. Now we've got the whole thing disassembled in front of us, let me just show you the difference between the actual hardware that comes with the H4R and the H4M. So the H4M, once again, these plastic spacers and these plastic screws, and in comparison we have got these aluminium spacers and screws as well. Much nicer, no chance of shearing or any threading going on there, and as you can see here they're actually countersunk as well, so they fit flush to the case rather than sticking out of the top and catching on things. Here are the 3D printed butt plugs that go into the bottom of the case to cover the SMA adapter. And like I say, there's an STL file for those as well. Here's our clear case. Absolutely lovely. And then if we just gently prise these two boards apart, I'll be able to show you the actual H4R board. So if you are going to do this, just gentle wiggle until it comes apart. And here we have the full Clifford Heath board here for the HackRF. Absolutely lovely board. You can usually tell it's a Clifford Heath by the black PCB, and it should say somewhere on there. So you can see that we've got Clifford Heath here, and this was produced on the 2nd of December 2024. And then here is the actual H4R itself. So here's that upgraded screen for better readability and better light conditions. Lovely jaw wheel. It doesn't say it's upgraded on it, but I do feel that this particular wheel works better than the H4M. Here's our official Rabbit Labs branded battery in here, and here is our Pico cell. And one thing that I don't think I've mentioned yet about this is it actually charges and shows charge indication and works better at charging than the original H4M as well. And inside mine, I always try and make sure I get Rabbit Labs lovely SD cards. SD cards are becoming very, very pricey at the moment, and just to be proof of the pudding, I made an order for some extras recently because I keep having devices that need to run them, and they just have a really reasonable price and really reasonable shipping, so I thought I'd stock up while I can. So I bought 5 of these the other day and I've already used 2. So there you have it. This is the brand new Rabbit Labs H4R on the Clifford Heath board that is available in either the lovely clear case or the purple case. And once again, if you're looking to just upgrade your antennas or upgrade the hardware in your current H4M, you can also do that as well. So like I say, those lovely flush fitting screws, that nice hardware that isn't going to break and shear on you, and it just looks absolutely fantastic in that transparent purple. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Happy hacking. Catch you next time.